You wake up to pee 3 times a night? The fix is a spice in your kitchen. Cardamom, not a pill, not a prescription, a tiny green pod that costs pennies. Chew it for 60 seconds before bed, and for thousands of people, the nighttime trips stop. I'm going to show you exactly how, why it works, and the one mistake that ruins everything. Stay with me for 30 seconds, and you'll have the ritual. Stay for the whole video, and you'll understand why it works, how to troubleshoot, and the 4 supporting habits that make it even more powerful. The 60-second ritual. Here's what you do tonight. Take 1 or 2 whole green cardamom pods. Place them in your mouth. Gently crack the outer shell with your teeth. You don't need to grind it to powder. Just break it open to release the tiny black seeds inside. Now chew slowly. As you chew, the seeds release their essential oils. Don't swallow right away. Hold the chewed pod and seeds in your mouth for a full 60 seconds. Move it around under your tongue, against your cheeks. The tissues in your mouth absorb the oils directly into your bloodstream. That's faster and more effective than swallowing. After 60 seconds, swallow whatever's left. That's it. One critical rule: do not drink water after. Not a glass, not a few big sips. A tiny sip if your mouth is very dry, but that's it. Water after the pod tells your kidneys to work overtime, filling your bladder right when you want it to be quiet. Most people who try this and fail are washing it down with water. Don't be them. Why this works, in plain English. You don't need a biology degree. Here's the short version. As you get older, 2 things change. First, your body makes less of a hormone that tells your kidneys to slow down at night, so your kidneys keep making urine while you sleep, more than they used to. Second, your bladder becomes more sensitive. It feels full much sooner than it used to, and it sends urgent alarms even when there's not much in there. That's why you wake up with that sudden, can't ignore pressure. Cardamom's natural oils do 3 things. They relax the bladder muscle so it doesn't squeeze and spasm, they calm your nervous system so your brain isn't on high alert, and they reduce gas and bloating from your evening meal, which takes physical pressure off your bladder. It's not a sleeping pill that knocks you out. It's a gentle helper that tells your body, it's night, slow down, rest. The one story that matters. Let me tell you about Arthur. He's 74. When he first came to see me, he hadn't slept more than 3 hours straight in over a decade. He was exhausted all the time, snapping at his wife, too tired to play with his grandkids. He'd tried everything, stopping fluids after 6 p.m., no caffeine, sleeping in different positions, even a prescription that gave him dry mouth and dizzy spells. Nothing worked. He was about to give up. Then he tried the cardamom ritual. 1 pod, chewed for 60 seconds. No water after. The first 3 nights, nothing changed. He almost quit. On the 4th night, he woke up only twice instead of 4 times. On the 6th night, he slept 5 hours straight. On the 9th night, he slept through until his alarm went off. He called me the next morning, and I could hear the tears in his voice. He said, "I forgot what it felt like to wake up rested." That was 2 years ago. He still does the ritual every night. He still sleeps through. He's back to building model airplanes with his grandkids and bowling with his friends. Arthur's story isn't magic, it's biology. His body just needed the right signal at the right time, consistently. The one mistake that kills the benefit. I've seen more people fail at this because of one small habit than for any other reason. They chew the cardamom, then they drink a glass of water. Sometimes they do it without thinking. The spice feels a little warm, or their mouth is dry from medication. But that glass of water sends a flood of liquid to your bladder. Your kidneys get the message to start filtering. You've just undone the whole point of the ritual. I remember a woman named Margaret from Texas. She tried cardamom for 3 nights, washing it down with water each time. She saw no improvement. She was ready to throw the pods away. I asked her to try 1 more time. No water. Just the pod, then nothing. She was skeptical, but she did it. That night she woke up only once. The next night she slept 6 hours straight. She wrote me a letter. It was the water. All this time, it was the water. So please, resist the urge. A few small sips if you have to take medication, but no glass, no bottle, no mug. 3 more mistakes to avoid. Beyond the water mistake, there are 3 others that can weaken your results. First, eating salty or spicy food late in the evening. A handful of chips, a pickle, a bowl of chili, these make you thirsty. When you're thirsty, you drink. When you drink, your bladder fills. Even if you do the ritual perfectly, a late-night salt bomb will work against you. Have your last meal be light and bland. Think baked fish, steamed vegetables, a small bowl of oatmeal. Second, expecting instant results. Your body has been in a pattern of restless nights for years. It needs time to relearn. Some people feel a difference on night 1. Most feel it between night 4 and night 8. A few need the full 2 weeks. Don't judge after 1 or 2 tries. Commit to 10 nights. Keep a simple log. How many times did you wake up? What time? After 10 nights, look at the trend. Almost everyone sees fewer trips. Third, using ground cardamom instead of whole pods. Ground cardamom loses its essential oils quickly. The oils are what do the work. Whole pods stay potent for months. If all you have is ground, put a pinch, about the size of a peppercorn, under your tongue and hold it for 60 seconds. It's less effective, but it's better than nothing. Better yet, buy whole pods. They're cheap and available at any grocery store. 4 supporting habits that amplify the ritual. Cardamom is powerful on its own, but when you combine it with a few simple lifestyle habits, the results get even better. These habits are free, easy, and they work with your body's natural rhythms. First, eat a lighter dinner. Heavy, fried, or salty meals sit in your stomach like a rock. They cause indigestion and bloating, which pushes up against your bladder from the outside. That pressure makes your bladder feel fuller than it really is. Instead, have a small, simple dinner. A piece of baked fish, some rice, steamed broccoli, or a bowl of soup. Finish eating at least 2 hours before bed. Second, sleep on your left side. When you lie on your back, gravity presses your abdominal contents down onto your bladder. When you lie on your right side, your stomach sits higher, which can worsen reflux. The left side is the sweet spot. It uses gravity to improve digestion and takes pressure off your bladder. Put a small pillow between your knees to keep your hips aligned and reduce morning back pain. Third, keep your bedroom cool. The ideal sleep temperature is around 68 degrees Fahrenheit. A hot room makes you sweat, which dehydrates you, which makes you thirsty, which makes you drink, and you already know where that leads. Cool room, light cotton pajamas, maybe a fan. Your body will thank you. Fourth, take a gentle morning walk. This one surprises people. During the day, especially if you sit a lot, fluid can pool in your lower legs. This is called edema. When you lie down at night, that fluid gets reabsorbed into your bloodstream and sent to your kidneys. Suddenly, your kidneys have a flood of extra fluid to process, right when you want them to be quiet. A 20-minute walk in the morning gets your leg muscles pumping, which moves that fluid out earlier in the day. By bedtime, there's less fluid waiting to become midnight urine. When this won't work, and what to do instead, I want to be honest. Cardamom is not a cure for every cause of nighttime urination. If you have any of the following, see a doctor. Uncontrolled diabetes can cause your body to produce excess urine. If your blood sugar is high, your kidneys work overtime to flush out the sugar. Cardamom won't fix that. Sleep apnea can also cause nighttime urination. When you stop breathing briefly during sleep, your body releases a stress hormone that tells your kidneys to produce more urine. Treat the apnea, and the urination often stops. Enlarged prostate in men can press on the urethra, making it hard to empty your bladder completely. You go, but there's still urine left. That leftover space fills up quickly. A urologist can help with that. Bladder infections or interstitial cystitis cause inflammation and urgency. Those need medical treatment, not cardamom. If you've tried the ritual for 2 weeks, avoided the mistakes, added the supporting habits, and seen no improvement, make an appointment, ask for a fasting blood sugar test, an A1C, and a urinalysis. It's worth ruling out something serious. But for the vast majority of people over 60 who wake up 2, 3, or 4 times a night with no other symptoms, the problem is exactly what we've been talking about. Low vasopressin, a sensitive bladder, and hidden habits. And for those people, this ritual works. The complete evening routine. Let me give you a sample schedule. You don't have to follow it exactly, but it shows how all the pieces fit together. 6 p.m., eat a light dinner, baked chicken or fish, a small potato or rice, steamed vegetables. No salty sauces, no spicy curries. Drink only small sips with your meal. 7 p.m., stop all fluids. No water, no tea, no juice. If you take medication that requires water, take it now with the smallest amount possible. 8 p.m., take a 15-minute walk around your neighborhood or inside your house. This helps process fluid from your legs. 9 p.m., start winding down, dim the lights, turn off the TV and your phone, read a paper book, listen to quiet music, do gentle stretches. 9:30 p.m., do the cardamom ritual, 1 or 2 pods, crack, chew, hold for 60 seconds, swallow, no water after. If your mouth is very dry, 1 tiny sip, no more than a tablespoon. 9:45 p.m., use the bathroom one last time, brush your teeth, set your thermostat to 68 degrees, get into bed on your left side, pillow between your knees, 10 p.m., lights out. That's it. 5 minutes of active effort, plus a few simple adjustments. No expensive gadgets, no complicated exercises, no prescription side effects. What to expect in the first 2 weeks. Let me walk you through what most people experience. Night 1 and 2, probably no change. Your body doesn't trust the new signal yet. You might even feel a little disappointed. That's normal. Night 3 and 4, you might notice that the urge feels less urgent. You wake up, but you're not desperate. You might go back to sleep faster. Night 5 to 7, the number of trips drops. Maybe from 4 to 2 or from 3 to 1, you start to feel hopeful. Night 8 to 10, you have your first full night of sleep. You wake up in the morning confused. Did I really sleep through? Night 11 to 14, the pattern stabilizes. You're sleeping through most nights. On nights when you do wake up, it's once, not multiple times. This is the typical arc. Some people move faster, some take a little longer, but the direction is almost always the same. Fewer trips, deeper sleep, more energy in the morning. A second story, short. This time I already told you about Arthur. Let me tell you about David. He's 68 from Chicago. He was so exhausted from waking up 3 times a night that he stopped joining his friends for their morning walks, the highlight of his day. He tried the Cardamom ritual. The first week, nothing. He almost quit. On day 8, he woke up only once. On day 10, he slept through. He told me, the best part isn't the sleep. It's having the energy to lace up my shoes and meet my buddies at the park. He got his life back. That's what this is really about. Common questions. Answered fast. Let me answer the questions I get most often. Can I use cardamom tea instead? Tea is fine for flavor, but it won't work the same way. The oils need to be absorbed through your mouth. Drinking tea sends the oils to your stomach, where they're partially broken down. Chewing the pod is much more effective. What if I take blood pressure medication? Cardamom can have a mild blood pressure lowering effect. That's usually fine, but check with your doctor. If you're on multiple meds, better safe than sorry. What if I have a hernia or had abdominal surgery? The chewing ritual is safe. The pressure from the pod doesn't affect your abdomen. But if you have a known hernia, ask your doctor before starting any new supplement. Can I do this if I'm on a blood thinner? There's no known interaction. But again, tell your doctor. What if I wake up to pee after the ritual anyway? Don't panic. Your bladder might still wake you once. That's fine. Go. Come back to bed. Don't do another pod in the middle of the night. It won't work as well. Just continue the ritual the next evening. Over time, that one wake-up may also fade. How long do I need to do this? For most people, once the pattern is set, you can keep doing it nightly. It's cheap, safe, and easy. Some people find that after a few months, they can skip nights and still sleep through. Others prefer to do it every night as a comforting ritual. There's no wrong answer. The one thing you must do. Tonight you've read the script, you know the ritual, you know the mistakes, you know the supporting habits. Now comes the only part that matters, action. Tonight, before bed, take 1 cardamom pod from your kitchen. If you don't have any, buy some tomorrow. They're in the spice aisle of any grocery store. But if you have them, do it tonight. Crack it, chew it, hold it for 60 seconds, swallow, no water after. Then go to sleep. Don't expect a miracle on night 1. Just start the clock. 10 nights from now, you'll know if this works for you. I believe it will. Final words. The thumbnail on this video says, always waking up to pee. That was you. But it doesn't have to be. You are not broken. You are not just getting old. Your body has changed, and it needs a different kind of support. Cardamom is that support. It's not a drug, it's not a surgery, it's a spice. A gift from nature that has been used for thousands of years, and now you know how to use it. Before you go, I want to hear from you. In the comments, tell me how many times you woke up last night. Just a number. 3 times or 4. Then come back in 10 days and tell me what changed. I read every comment. And if this video helped you, share it with a friend who complains about being tired all the time. They probably don't know why. Now you do. Thank you for watching. Sleep deep, wake up rested, and I'll see you in the next video.